I have been trying to record for a while. I tried to record earlier today and it didn't happen. And now I'm trying to record again, and my cat is just, she's a big mush, a big fluff, a big whatever, getting in the way or whatever the case may be. So yeah, we're setting up. Um, Thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in with Enchantress the Babbler. You'll see why. Yeah, so just give me a second. Give me a second. Oh, yeah, check it out. Made in the 80s, brother. Hold on. Oh my. I was made in the 80s. I was made in the 80s. I was made in the 80s, baby, baby. The beginning of the 80s. You know what that means? Yeah. Not 80, but 81. 9 equals 9. I got some shit in my life I need to complete at this time. You know what I'm saying? So twist again. Mm-hmm. So today, welcome my beautiful, 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 beautiful souls, beings, right? So, hi, how are you? Welcome. We're gonna be rainbow motherfucking bright today. Okay. Sure. It's a little nippy. But what we're gonna dive into is why affirmations don't work. And why sometimes you don't believe in them. Because they don't work. You can say 50 million affirmations all you want. But until you get through the consciousness of everything, you just a misaligned, controversial, contradictory energy that is just shooting out every which way, no firearm training whatsoever, and then blame it on the affirmations in your subconscious roots, polluting further the environment due to your 3D perceived reality of, oh my goodness, it's not working for me. I'm doing everything. I say my affirmations, I'm being a nice person, I do good things, I'm in my path. What the fudge? Why not working for me? Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So we're going to go through the veil. We're going to travel through the veil. We're not going to go so deep. But if you want assistance with this, you can go to witchyutopian.com and you can book my services, a session of our time. Let me know that language is something that you want a coaching session for with that slot of a lot of a time, and that you want to get into that kind of mastery for yourself, then that's something else. But this is as general as we're going to be for this video in particularly, because I want you to better develop your mastery skills. So you don't need to keep going to every which body outside of yourself for some kind of help when you got your health, your wealth, your stuff, a motherfucking alchemized alignment. And that everything else outside is not looking for refinement. It's just looking for social engagement and, that kind of, let's live a leisurely activity, collaborating and connecting kind of life. Not a succubi, what do you need from my life? Will you deplete me? No. Everybody got some hangups, right? And reconnect so that we can further dive in. Breathe. Let it out, right? Ooh, she's not gonna be here. She's gonna be singing in the background. Ooh, going in, traveling through the layers of our sound. Ooh, our animals teach us different sounds all the time. Anyways, ooh, my daughter mimics the cats really well. I'm like, so she be tricking me. She'd be like, you thought it was the cat? I'm like, I froze. Hold on, what's going on? Hello? It froze. Hold on 1 second. I'm just gonna make sure that everything's okay. Testing, testing, can you hear me? I am back. Stronger than ever. Stronger. Louder. Bolder. Go ahead. I am stronger. I am bolder. I am loudest. Hear my crescendo. Right? It's getting into the anime of your character. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, right. So, what did I write down here? Abs. Why affirmations don't work for you? Have you thought about that? Or you just blaming it on the affirmation? Or life? No. This world is the reason why I don't succeed or have that which I need. Or it's that person over there and that person over there and that person over there. All right, we're not gonna get into that. But we will get into the multi-dimensional aspects to everything and bringing about the awareness. I am aware. Oh yeah. Exactly. I am aware. And in all my awareness, I know that there's always room for me to grow. For this I know, in truth, that there's always more to grow and learn. Period. Period. What do you mean period? I mean period. Some of y'all got your period. Your moon cycling around and you're bleeding profound. Men get their period too without the blood. Yes, you do. And you usually follow the cycle of the woman closest to you in your life. Yeah, so that's how that be. Actually, that's bothering me. That feels a little heavy. So yeah, so energies might be a little tense, a little bit more heavy, a little bit more mucusy, a little bit more allergy, right? So drink lots of H2O and do your affirmations as you sow and drink up. What are you drinking? Exactly, right? So why they're not working for you? Huh? Multi-dimensional be you. Ooh, that's a big, ooh, what? Multi-dimensional. We operate multi-dimensionally, right? So there's so many veils to multi-dimensionality. And we're gonna skim the surface. We're gonna skim the surface, okay? Because we're gonna look at some of the dimensions, right? So we're gonna loosen up. That's what's up. So we're gonna move. We're gonna make room for growth. So symbolically our way, I'm making room for growth because I'm gonna fly, fly. I stretch, I stretch, I stretch, I stretch and extend out. Oh, that feels freaking amazing. I'll fall off the chair. It's okay. I've embarrassed myself worse before. So we're just the second gun. I got my shotgun. This is inner child. Let it out. I don't give a fudge what you think it's about. Be like, oh my goodness, what should be on? Life, alchemy. This is a song. You know what I'm saying? Get into your groove instead of judgment too. I'm like, oh my goodness, what does she do? What she wants. Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? This feels good in every kind of way. Silly be my wave. I got that silly gene forever and a day. My dad got it too. It's interesting. My sister too. My daughter too. She a practical joker. Me, you know. They were like, "Will you ever grow up?" Will I? Of course. In a multi-dimensional evolutionary kind of way. You know? What does that look like? Fountain of youth. Okay. So we're gonna travel through layers. We're gonna visit layers of existence, right? So there's veils, right? So there's multi-dimensional layers of living. And the multi-dimensional layers of living are infinite. So just if you can grasp any kind of thought that captures a visual, an actual visual, like you can actually see to you what is the image of infinite. Maybe you need to get into that. Like many people could talk a lot of words, but we come from a conditioned environment that teaches us that we only believe that which we see, even though we're asked to have faith and live faithfully. It's hard to live faithfully for that which we don't see when we're conditioned to believe and only accept that which we see as fact, and then told to have faith. Huh? What you mean? That's a walking contradiction, and it's like, fuck out of my face. I gotta get into the alchemy of that truth because you just got me fucked up over here with that just leveling of truth right there. Like, you're telling me to have faith, but then you only accept that which can be proven fact and shit like that, or we believe that which we see. But then you're telling me to be faithful to that which I don't see? Huh? What do you mean? Excuse me? Ah, fuckeries. You know what I mean? Mind fucks. So this is why, you know, this channel, in my channel, I'm always going to encourage you to be a free thinker. The ability to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it as your own is fucking intelligence. You know what I mean? And just as silly as I'm always gonna be, I'm gonna go into it the way that I am. I'm gonna go into it, eat the fucking manna, eat the fucking manna, eat the fucking manna, or don't. You know what I mean? I'm learning some palo santo because it just motherfucker smells good. That's why. Smells good. And may it burn through the stupidity of the humanity that believes itself to always be right in some kind of degree, operating for self, but selfishly. Although selflessly selfish, we must learn to be, to uncondition our conditioning. It's like a what? Upside down land. We are in order to achieve that which we must go into the realm that we have never entered before. And it's awkward. And that's going to be different for everybody, right? Okay, so just think about that. If you can put a picture, a visual on that which you can see. So if somebody says infinity, what does that look like to you? Right? Infinite means it never fucking ends. So if you can visualize, my friends, right, what that looks like to you, then your consciousness can grasp that image too and further expand on that too, not just let it go in one ear and out the other. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so come smurf with me, with us, right? I'm inviting you, I'm encouraging you to come smurf with me. Come smurf with me. Oracles of delight. I know that's what comes to my mind. You know what I mean? Whatever. Lefties. Are you a lefty? Come on, I want to bring in all my lefties. Lefty, and I don't mean it from a political point of view, left, right, Midland. I'm extraterrestrial. Yeah, extraterrestrial. UFO, unidentified flying object, yo, unidentified flying object, right? So I forgot how old I was when I realized that UFO was the acronym for unidentified flying. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, so come smurf with us. Come smurf with us twice, right? So yeah, I want you to come smurf with me. We're gonna go travel. Let's be friends. Let's be friends. Okay, let's be friends. Come smurf with me. Woo! I'm an 80s baby. Right, so there's dimensions, multi-dimensionals. Look, come smurf with me. Ooh, when I see this one, you know what this tells me over here? That you got a romantic interest. You might have more than one romantic interest. You might be romantically interested in more than one too. This doesn't matter who this, or you might be romantically interested in one, like whatever the case may be. But here with this card, when I see, right, when this says come smurf with me, you saw how the other one was like come smurf with us. It's like come hang out. This is a collective, right? For the collective channel, right? Like although it's my channel, like it's inviting the world, right? Everything, right? This is like right expansion, right? Of come look it comes work with us, right? But this one's comes more for me. And this one I just see him and look at he's looking at Smurfette like I love you. Do you love me? So, anyways, this is not a reading. This is about to talk about affirmations and shit like that. But yeah, okay. I'm still reading it that way. That's why I can't pick up cards because then I start talking about a whole bunch of other stuff. It's like give me any deck of cards. It doesn't matter what kind of cards. That's how it started with me as a child. This is why I'm 40 plus years, right? And old, right? Young. 40 plus years young, and I've been reading since I'd say everything like in my professionalism, and when people start asking me questions and inquiries that come in, I give the age of 5, but I promise you it was before I was 5 years old. I was already reading because I was already doing a lot of different stuff. Like I was always drawn to weird things, right? And the cards, it was cartomancy, which is a regular pack of playing cards. I did a lot of card tricks and did a lot of stuff. But then the cards started talking to me in different ways. And then before you know it, cartomancy was the wave. And then by the time I was 10, my uncle got me my first tarot deck because he was like, all right, now I'm reading for real. Like, stop, you could put the regular playing cards away. But already from I said I gave it to at least 5, but I promise you, I swear it was younger than them because maybe 5 was when I was verbally communicating that which better. You know what I mean? But I swear it was like 3 or 4 because I remember writing and looking at it from an abstract point of view and knowing that what I wrote was intelligent. It was not anything. It was scribble. It was like a 3-year-old scribbling. like I wrote a story. But for me, it was something. So, anyways, that's just a deep dive down into the 80s. I was in the 80s, right? I was made in the 80s, right? So we were the experimental testing creations from what they did to whatever our previous generation. We were the next test dummies, and now our children are the next ones. So this is all a big one, fucking science experiment, but whatever. Yeah, you're out of this world. Yeah, like me, right? If you're actually tapping and tuning in with me and connecting with me on some other kind of higher vibration, like you don't even give a fudge what I say. It's just entertainment for entertainment in that kind of way, and then you get the nuggets of fucking manna that you eat down and swallow. You're like, you know what? You just after you feel good in my presence, right? That's the reality. Even the people that don't fucking like me in my presence, they fucking feel better, and that makes them hate it more. But it's really that they hate themselves. But you know what I'm saying? Or you just dive in, and whatever the case may be. So no longer am I gonna be like, pussyfooting or dimming down or like whatever. So this is why this is pretty cool that I can connect in this way too, and people that don't want to be here, they don't have to fucking be here. They don't have to subject themselves to the greatness of the us that is here that does stay. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't want to tighten it. My hair is crazy. My hair is crazy. Curly hair, right? Nothing's easy. No, it's not, right? Nothing is easy, but look, I want you to come somewhere for me. All right, so let's just talk because I can't be too long and I can't babble like too great because I do gotta go on with life in every kind of way. Right, but I want to help you to just breathe the seed, and I swear if you want more assistance with this, my schedule will be crazy, but if you can find a time slot at witchyutopian.com, then by all means find a time slot, and and we can I customize every session. Some people come for tarot readings, and some people interested in that, but some people I don't care for that. They don't need that. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to you. That's why I have opened the platform to not just indicate, oh, tarot reading and stuff like that. It's what does the session need to be for you, right? And if I can't do it, I can do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna pretend to do it. I will refund you immediately and say, hey, this is above my, like, or I can, or, whatever, certain kind of, there's also customized request forms for other kind of sessions and stuff like that, that you don't pay for. You're inquiring, like, and you want a free consultation kind of stuff. And then I'll get that form, and, we can go through that and see what you need. And if I'm not the one to do it, I'm not the one to do it. That's it. But pretty much people that do contact me and stuff, I am the one to do it, and I do it. So that's never been an issue. Yeah, so so about that. So confirm for me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I'm just like, I hear it a lot and stuff like that. And I've been working on the alchemy of language and spell casting, right? The stuff that we say, that we speak, that which we create and we do, right? And all the stuff that we alchemize too. It's imperative that you know what the fuck you do and what you say and how you say and what you say and the meaning of that in every kind of multidimensional way before you go out and say. So before you go and spellcast that which you might miss, and you think, oh, but I'm only saying affirmations and that's good for me. Okay, is it? Or is your energy so fucking poisonous down to your subconscious motherfucking root that you are saying stuff that's going to pollute, that's going to activate in your subconsciousness layer the truth of conditioning that resonates with your truth at this time that you haven't gotten through and gotten into the finesse of that kind of a line because you need to identify. And so that what you say might not be the alchemy that what you wish to create. My advisement, if you're not sure if you're in the alchemy, is to STFU. Oh, but then how does that do anything? You're gonna get to that. But first get to the STFU part. And if you can't get to the STFU part, you need to question that control-based system. And what is really navigating your system? Hothead. It's okay. You're out of this world. It's okay. Like me. Try to tell me to calm down when I'm fucking on fire. Good luck. Ask the people that has tried to calm me down when I was on fire. We got that. Sagittarius burn everything down. Scorpio kind of stink. Like what? We die up in this motherfucker. Channeling some gangster. But yeah, it's like that, right? Calling all Smurfs and calling you and calling you. So come. So yeah, so that's pretty much why, if you're wondering why your affirmations don't work, because you need to do root work, subconscious, because that's a multi-dimensional layer. So the veil is a multi-dimensional. Yes, but then it goes even deeper than that. So I don't want to lose you into that. If you grasp that already, that's great. You know what I'm saying? That's great, but it's even deeper than that. Ay, 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 papi. Yeah, but I love what I do and do what I love, and that's what I do. And I guess that's why, as a child, my mind was operating in that kind of like percentile that was a 0.001 percentile of the way that I thought stream, and I understand why this has been a lifetime transcendentalist kind of thing. And it's just like, okay, I guess you have the things for me in mind. Okay, wait, baby, once again, hold on one second. Hold on, I keep wanting to show you my shirt. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah. Hold on, I want to see if I see. Hold on, hold on. We are quantum and cosmic and divine, right? So here we are. So who's made in the 80s? Alrighty. So right. So Rory, I wanted you to smurf with me, but granted, like my other legs needs it now. Yeah, so you're so sweet. Maybe you were giving a compliment. When was the last time you were giving someone a compliment? Because you're so sweet, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love smurfing. Do some of you surf or want to surf or jet ski with that thingy, with that rope? And be like, hold on tight. Right? Oh, see what I was talking about with the somebody wants you to smurf with them? Don't just stand there, smurf me. So get to it, right? If maybe you like somebody, or it's like going the progression, going to the next step. Like if you if you went on a date, it's like first kiss or something, something cute and innocent, sweet, romantical, you know what I mean? But anyways, it could also be receiving a present. All right, but we're gonna talk dimensions here, right? So I like when to break everything down into micro parts because we live in such a macro world, right? And so in the macro of things, we got to get to the micro of things. And so when we compartmentalize in that kind of way and know that we have to address our conditioning in this kind of multidimensional way and viewing, there's always work to do. And so it's not meant for you to get overwhelmed. That's why you travel the parts that which you're ready for. You know what I mean? So if you get lost in something, then you're not ready to hear that or receive that. So go back, to the spot where you're at and really dive into that. But either way, right? So we got mind, body, heart, soul, right? Different multi-dimensionals to our aspects of who we are, what we are, and how we operate. If your mind and your heart don't match, there's conflict within that. That's your energy, right? If your body's in pain, it doesn't matter what your mind is saying, and your heart feels you're in pain right now, right? So your soul's crave that doesn't agree with this worldly conditioning way that has something to say, like, so all these different compartments and parts to that which you are, multi-dimensional, right? You're amazing, right? So that's amazing. um right, so I'm close this because this is distracting me. I'm sorry. So right, so it's the same thing in this world, this dimension that we're on, right? And the compartments that we have and the things that we do. Okay. Okay, good. So yeah. I'm sorry, I was reading. my text message. Just making sure that I don't need to respond. So hold on one second. Let me give you guys the respect that you deserve and this person. Thank you. So yeah, we want to get to the sub level of everything, because if you don't get to the sub level of everything, what are you getting to, and what are you doing, and what are you creating? And it's not to be like all like harsh and overly critical. It's to be as real deal, holy field as you can see and be on a micro macro kind of level of micromanaging your macro world, because you're a macro star here, so powerful and ignited that you don't want to keep igniting and firing off blank shots. I hate everything, but did nothing. I made a mess. I made a mess because I didn't go into my subconscious layers. So we're calling all Smurfs. We're calling all Smurfs. Calling all Smurfs. I'm gonna write that down. Calling all Smurfs and Rainbow Bright. Calling all Smurfs. Rainbow Bright. Rainbow Bright is calling all Smurfs. It's funny because it's so dark over there, but it's still light over here. Oh my gosh, I just keep calling all Smurfs. So fine, we're calling all Smurfs. Right. So yeah, so we're getting organized. We're getting better organized because we want to utilize this Virgo energy, right? That is potent right now. Getting to the details of our multiverse, multidimensional empire. Caring for our multi-dimensional, I had another word before I said it, but I'll watch it back if anything. But multi-dimensional empire. I'm still thinking, like, what the fuck was that word? But we're gonna get out of our heads right now. We're gonna get out of our heads. We're gonna do what must be done. So keeping lists at this time is an ideal setting. This is an ideal setting to, if you're not good with keeping list or starting list or or being organized with your list, or actually getting your to-do list done, like you check off one if you're lucky. This is an excellent energetic opportunity of a time to establish that for yourself. Ideal setting for establishing new habits, establishing new healthier habits, right? Healthier habits that essentially fucking help you level up, right? Level up your skill sets, right? Your skill sets, your mindset, your ability set, your fucking success rate, okay? Ability set and your success rate, right? Right? Because you want to be successful. You know what fucking felt good? Taking a nap. You know, sometimes certain things, but peacefully. Every window breeze open because of the weather, right? The weather is like gloomy, wet, a little cold, like all of a sudden fall dropped in, like, whoa, wasn't I at the beach the other day? You know what I'm saying? And so like just to lay there and set your alarm, like, and not even need it. Set your alarm and not even need it. To have dreamt that you even like forgot where you were, like, dude, I'm home. Right? Well, I'm getting emotional. Oh, Hold on, I'm sorry again. So I get emotional because I speak this from the heart, and then I receive a message also from the heart. And it's just nice. It's fucking nice. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I encourage that for everyone. And that's what this is all about. So if you with that, I can help you. Uh, if you want it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want it, I won't fucking help you. And if you're not willing to help yourself, I ain't gonna help you. You ain't gonna drain me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and so it's just nice, right? But it's getting to your subconscious. It's getting to the root layers of a lot of shit. And granted, it's not gonna always be comfortable. It's not. I'm gonna get it all together. Everybody always tells me that knows my history and stuff like that, or a glimpse of it, that I should write a book about my life. I will. So that you can see that you can really alchemize and really truly, without faking no funks, be joyful inside. You don't got nothing to prove to nobody. You know what I mean? No, I need to clean myself up, so give me a second. Strong Pisces in my chart. Hey, just kidding. But yeah, it's true. But still, what were you saying? Calling all verbs. Um, right. Um, this is all free. You know what I'm saying? So, what is it other than mana? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's usually the news with the alchemy. I have endured and suffered and continue. Like even today, I was showering and yeah, I took a shower. I like to clean my eyes. um, and I started to cry because of my dog, you know? Um, and alchemy got nothing to do with, oh, that means no stress in life or no shit you gotta go through. This is the world we are a part of. There's always gonna be shit we gotta go through. But let's get through without competing. Friendships have been very challenging for me. To meet someone that doesn't eventually end up competing or like crucifying me for something. And it's not that I haven't been a good friend or that I'm not a good friend. I think I'm a best fucking friend. Yeah. Not that I think, I know. Reliable, dependable, real, trustworthy. And for those of you connecting with me, that be you too. Um, but I also have a mixed crowd here for different reasons. So that doesn't apply to everybody. But I'm still calling all Smurfs. Okay, what happened, sweetheart? What happened? So, okay, we're going back, okay? Don't just stand there. Smurf me. All right, we're changing. Yeah, blow my nose. Hold on. No more tears after this. When I come back, we're gonna get into this shit and then I'm gonna end this, upload it, and I gotta go. Okay? That'd be true. Okay. I'm back. Are you ready to smurf with me? Or pretend you don't see? And just take notes, you see, and act like you was never here. I got some of those too. I see you. I was drinking something. I was eating something too. Like I was like behind the scenes. Real talk, right? So, right. So it's just interesting. Anyways, it's always interesting, right? So yeah. So I hear all this shit, and then people promoting it. It's a great thing to promote, like positivity, affirmations, and all this kind of stuff. This is kind of like the other video that I was talking about when I was like, yeah, go and get work, have people work on you or do stuff for you who be fucked up. And then you're like, right. So like what I mean, like, so um people gotta be in the alchemy. That's what master like alchemists, right? Like if you think about it in a position, right? Too, they master a certain kind of alchemy too of what they do because it's an alignment, right? It's mind, body, heart, and soul match. The magic matches. The info, the knowledge, the energy, everything matches from a sub level, from a micro level to a macro level. Alchemists. That's why they create the manifestation. That's why they create the alchemization. That's why they can say the affirmation. Because everything is aligned in that component. Granted, they might try another component and not be as such an alchemist. Because you gotta go to the sub level of every single 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 sub level of something. You know what I mean? Multidimensional infinity. That's what I said. Go back to the beginning when I said, what does infinity look like to you? If you can't really see what infinite means to you, dude, how is your affirmation gonna work for you? So have a visual, have a timestamp, have that token of symbology. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Very much. Deep purple. Sorry. I do. It's zero. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. So, sorry, burping now. So yeah, you know what I mean. So this is the deep performance. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. Let me give you the response. Sorry, that was important. That was important. Futuristic talk about something that needs to be decided upon now. So maybe that is what you got going down. Futuristic talk about a future, about a future, about a future. What a present, right? Your future is in your present. And so that's what I'm here to help you with, the gifts of now, right? To get you in your elevation, to get you in your element, to get you in your intellectualism, to get you into your alchemy, to get you into your quantum divine alignment and truth, authenticity, not some fabrication, denial, or lacking in depth. You know what I'm saying? No, we not lacking depth here. I'm not talking about Johnny Depp. Stop going off subject. Sending him love wherever he is. Alchemy and bliss, peaceful harmony. You know what I mean? Because nothing's easy. Maybe you're going back to the gym. Maybe you're pumping yourself up for something that you got coming up, right? Because I got many other kind of, well, I was going to say important folk, and that's not nice because we're all important, but it's just different calibers of Smurfs up in here. Some of y'all in the public, like notorious. Yeah. And you like my kooky nature. I don't know, but that's interesting. Life's a ball. Maybe you play ball. Maybe you got balls. Alright, stop. Okay. Something going down in the weekend because I keep seeing this one TGIF and then I hear weekends out for Smurfing. So maybe something's coming up this weekend, right? That is gonna have you tired on Monday. Abs, 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 abs. Could hear my abs. What happened? Right? Okay, but let's get back into the micros, the macros, and all these things that we got here smurfing for us. Okay. I really want to work with you. You should definitely go check out the platform that I have on Instagram that allows us to connect on a very much deeper micro level that is separate. Hold on. Is separate from following. So underneath the follow button, there is a subscription button as well, right? So the subscription, right? Of course, you would have to invest. It's such a small investment and stuff like that. It keeps going up. So catch it when it's at its lowest, because when you do, you lock in that price no matter what happens later. Even if I increase the rate, you stay in at your locked in rate. But there's a subscription feature, and there we have more intimate access to right? Because loyal you become when you subscribe to my exclusive content and material that is shared with only subscribers there on Instagram. So you can find me on Instagram either way. You can follow, right? The account where you can subscribe to. You can follow and subscribe, right? And receive the extra mana because I pull cards for you guys daily and offer DIY strategy in your everyday life for such an affordable price. And you can cancel at any time. So if you don't like it, you don't have to fucking stay there. You know what I'm saying? You can try it out. But either way, everybody that has tried it out is staying locked in. Thank you to the new subscribers too. Thank you to the continued subscribers as well. This is a wonderful outlet of another way for you and I to connect in every kind of way that offers you extra guidance in these kind of energetic ways, right? Because everything is about energy management. That's what I do. So I'm here to assist the collective that desires that kind of mastery into their alchemy, you know what I mean, affordably too. And then there are also the larger investments that you would make and that you would go over to witchyutopian.com, because that is where you can book my one-on-one personal services and not be so general in a group setting like that. That is still private. Like there's no financial money ever exchanged between you and I personally. Like, you know what I mean? You do everything from your end and stuff like that. And that's, like secret and held private to you. And as much information as you desire to share, that's as much information as I'll get out there. You know what I mean? It's just energy management specialist solutions offering that to many of you in that kind of way. So I'm just sharing with you different platforms that are available, that are present, and that are available right now, presently. Eat the fucking mana, you know what I mean? So come smurf with me, right? Because life's a ball. So maybe some of you play sports too. I'm seeing that. So great. I work on a lot of athletes. I do body work. and stuff like that. So yeah, so like to whoever's here, like you have so much incredible talent, skill, profession, like notoriety, integrity. You've learned so much in your path and on your path in your own evolution, and don't downgrade that which you have already accomplished, and don't be so conditioned in the humble factor of what you think. You have to be humble in your accomplishments, right? Smurf your own horn. You know what? It's okay. Smurf your own horn. It is needed. There's enough mofos out here smurfing their own horn that they should be smurfing. So why dim your smurfing horn? You know what I mean? Don't dim your smurfing horn. Don't dim your smurfing horn anymore. That's that. Go smurfing. Okay. Because I'm calling on smurfs. Calling on smurfs. Calling on smurfs. Calling on. Wait a minute. Oh my god. Can't you tell a superstar when you see one? So some of you are on the rise in that. Some of you are exactly that and sneak attack and just be here on the like, that's interesting too. But there's also whatever. I'm falling for you. Yeah, superstar, right? Superstar. That is what you are. Stop, look, and listen, because you're the superstar. Won't you listen, right? I love that. The oracle of light that sees everything, even through the imaginary screen that is it here? Anyways, quickly because I go. Right? That's their emergency. Like, yo, this is just too much trippy. Stop taking shrooms. You know what I mean? Um, calling out Smurfs. Because I want you to come Smurf with me. See my people, like I said, invited out. Right? Invited out. That's fine. Because you out of this world. All right, so there's different dimensions, as we say. So we want to get into the veil of things, right? So there's a conscious layer, right, to stuff. There's personal unconsciousness, right? So memory of our entire experience, right? Since the very beginning of life in the womb, how many lives, how many masters, how many wombs, how many portals, how many tunnels, how many lives lived in our evolutionary existence. Now that's a question up for debate, depending upon that which you want to debate. But either way, what influence has come in this way of the now mistake moments, right? That has this unconscious mind leading certain kind of things at this 3D perceived reality and time. And you have your subconscious level, right? The memories preparing to go down into these unconscious or to emerge into our consciousness layers, right? That doesn't mean that our personal unconscious is going to merge into our subconscious too, right? So it's like depending on the evolution of you, right? And you have family unconsciousness, right? The memory of our ancestors and experiences. This is ancestral knowledge, right? So these are so many different layers into our psyche, into our individualism, into our etheric field of infinity, because remember this is always just expansive and all these kind of things in that kind of way and stuff. So then you also have ethnic consciousness, which is like the battle of today, memory of the history of our race and all of the events it has experienced, right? So people getting mad in the namaste moment depending on their ethnicity, like fighting a war in the 3D. Meanwhile, you have been everything. If this is going to be the argument, the mass. So take a breath in and really get into your soul's whole consciousness of evolution, because there's so many different compartments that make up. All right, like I'm getting like because it's just so much and it's just like electric. It's electric, everybody. So then you also have biological unconscious, right? So this is like the memory of the history since the very first amoeba. Do you know what an amoeba is? Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. So before you get stuck on stupid somewhere, know that this too shall pass and it's part of your evolution at hand. So you don't need to get stuck anywhere. Mad. 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 This world is mad. You know what I mean? But you're out of this world. I know this is an interesting channel of way that I convey certain kind of like whatever. The sun is going down this weekend, so there's a building up for something for like even this weekend, right? Mind if I smurf my own horn. So maybe even good news coming in for those of you that are tapped in, tuned in, right? Because you're gonna go smurfing, right? So you might catch a fish too. You're out of this world, right? So yeah, let's be friends. So are you subscribed to this channel? Do you like what you see? Are you interested? Even if you're hiding from me, follow me, subscribe, hit that notification bell, give this a thumbs up, respectfully comment if you can, if you want to. Do you have any questions about anything too? I hope that this was, so interesting enough for you. Um, and I just want to be as helpful as I can to each and every one of you who do tap in, turn on, tune in with whenever I come in on my own evolutionary high. That's very entertaining for your entertainment. You are responsible and accountable for that, which is you. That got nothing to do with me, no matter how you receive anything. You know what I mean? So, keep smurfing. I want you to keep smurfing, even though tomorrow is like something that could be repetitive in your way. We're calling out, right? Nothing is easy. I understand that to every kind of degree. Keep talking. I'm listening. Go take a nap, get some sleep, get some rest. Enjoy your life as fast as you can in every kind of way, no matter what is going on, and know that it's just you can't change the reality of something. You got to shift your perspective about something, right? So either way, I hope that this is helpful and revolutionary and evolutionary for you. Even if it flew over your head in certain kind of instances, understand the alchemy of this mastery that is in this energy that is shared with you in alchemy too. And so even if it flies over your head, know that it is manna and it is medicine and it is so holistic for your mind, body, heart, and soul in every kind of way. And so it is everything that you need, because I am the breed of seed that is needed at this conjuncture of moment of bridging that is bridging so many multidimensional realms of existence and cognitive functioning, intellectualism, and evolution into our collective. Welcome. If you tapped in, turned on, tuned in to the whole motherfucking thing, you are freaking awesome. Whoa. Doesn't matter how long it takes you to get through. As long as you get through. Because they're gonna come and work with me. So yeah, so I made in the 80s. I made in the 80s, baby. I made in the 80s. My parents were getting freaky, leaky as teenagers because my mother was 15, pregnant, and 16 had me. Like, what the fudge? Like, weren't you in high school? I at least got pregnant after graduating high school in college. Even though I was young. I graduated young from high school. I was only 17. I don't know what to say. 16, 17? Something like that. Right? So, yeah, beautiful. I'm gonna pull a galactic card, and and that's gonna be our evolutionary message for this time. And that's how we're gonna close off and end, because I do like that. It gives added perspective to wherever we are and whatever we need to see. I really do enjoy these kind of beyond the veil of consciousness and existence and the merging of all worlds within our multidimensional existence. It keeps freezing. It's like fucking Mercury. Mercury. That shit crazy. Hold on. Also, I want to say that I had a dream with somebody that I don't even like follow or know anything about actually. And so I might be doing a reading for that live, not live, but like here on YouTube for Cara Delevingne. Um, yeah, because why would I dream with she? You know what I mean? What the fudge is going on? All right, so stay tuned to that. No, because I don't know. I'll pull some cards and see. Like like I said, like I don't really do those kind of like celebrity kind of things, but I had a dream, so got myself a free pass on that one. Hold on. All right, I got it. Let's see. But you're still my sunshine. But you're still my sunshine. You're still my sunshine. I saw rejecting emotion. Right? It's never healthy to reject emotion. Even if you say, oh, but that's a negative emotion, you need to address the emotion. Okay, but still. Birth and expansion have been here, and then we got confusion, right? 13 and 4. So we're gonna go to the past, and then we're gonna go to the parallel. So birth and expansion. Okay. Hi, everybody. All right, so here we go. As the Illyrian civilization grew, it unleashed a tremendous amount of creative energy. There was so much excitement to build this new civilization and expand into the galaxy. It was a time of optimism, enthusiasm, and creative experimentation. This card reminds you of that ancient time that you were a part of, and it encourages you to once again find that creative spark within you. Don't be afraid of your creativity. There were times when you were punished for it, but that reality has passed. It's time to release the karmic pattern of fearing your creativity and trust the universe to support it. Because this refers to the time period of Illyria's past pioneering spirit and their commitment and enthusiasm to build the physical reality they desired, which was a masculine trait, right? You might think this is a card that represents a focus of masculine energy. That isn't necessarily true. It refers even more deeply to the creative process of the Lyrians, which, when used in a healthy way, was a very balanced expression. Creativity can be used for service or for selfishness. In their journey to mature as a species, the Lyrians used this creativity in both ways, and they learned the lessons of selfishness when they made unconscious self-serving choices. Just like children or teenagers learn about the results of their choices, so did the Lyrians. If you have this card in your reading, look at the surrounding cards. If there's a theme of several cards that warn of ego traps, pay attention to your hidden desires for your creative process. If the cards have a theme of nurturing your creative process or spiritual development, that you are encouraged to trust your creative process and take risks with it, even if you don't know where it will lead. Beautiful, right? So, just thinking about it, like in the operation, like when you operate from your unconscious levels, that's the same thing with the affirmations, right? The whole thing of what I was saying with the affirmations. You could be saying the right affirmation, but if in your unconscious, subconscious levels, you don't believe that, you don't identify with that, what you say, it doesn't fucking matter what you say. Play that back as many times as you need to to let it solidify in you to understand the truth of the alchemy that is needed, of the breed of the seed of the need that you need to be in order to speak that which you affirm, which you believe, in order to manifest and receive, to alchemize and to build that traction. So granted, reality might not lead to your satisfaction, that it fucking fucks with your affirmations. So it's not that that affirmation doesn't work for you, it's that you haven't found the right linguistics, the right alchemy of truth in order to speak that which you wish to create, even if a reality is questionable at that which can cause a debate, the confusion. All right, we're going to read about that. We often feel safe and secure when things stay the same. When things change, we feel a profound sense of disorientation or confusion until we can realign ourselves in the new reality and build a map for navigating it. To help this process, try to see that often the same messages or life lessons are being given to you in different packages. Find a continuity in these different messages and you will ease the confusion. Confusion is only the fear that you don't have a map for the reality in which you find yourself. The Andromedans, just like my cat Andromeda, right, are masters of change and rising above confusion. Let their energy guide you. In order to understand this card, you must understand the context explained for card number 3, which is the Andromedan, which is in physical reality, change is the only constant. We spend so much time and energy trying to keep things the same that we miss the profound experience that change brings. Andromedans live in a very unusual reality paradigm, that of constant change. The change is so dramatic that the only way to orient yourself in reality is to have a strong inner compass based on consciousness. You have pulled this card because either you have a strong connection with Andromedans, or you love change, or you need to connect with the Andromedan energy and let go of the fear of change. This is your next lesson. I like that. I like that. Welcome to Planet. The name cannot be shared publicly. I love this. So the idea of constant change needs to actually be embraced and understood, right? Like the Andromedans, because they see the fear of change as being connected to the state of attachment, right? So attachment to things, ideas, or ways of being can deeply hinder awakening and growth. Thus, the Andromedan reality reflects these principles. When we walk down the street, we see a consistent reality that seemingly doesn't change. But an Andromedan reality, which is more aligned with the true state of pure consciousness, reality changes constantly as a reflection of the observer. This is true for humans also, okay? But we haven't yet understood this fact. If people cannot or will not embrace change and create a safe harbor or anchor in their own consciousness rather than in the external world, they will experience a profound confusion and fear when reality inevitably changes and they feel lost. They then become distracted by the phenomena, positive or negative, of the manifested 3D world. Breathe in knowledge, exhale wisdom. It is like a compass that has stopped working, right? They lose touch with their inner sense of direction and focus. All of these that seek outside of themselves that which they don't need for affirmation. Getting in tune with your own inner vibration, knowing your own land. Om. There's a warning to not succumb to this trap of physical reality and to examine your life to see where you have accepted illusions as true. Once again, there are many Andromedan guides and masters who can assist in this process. Just like in the language of Shiva. Shiva. We'll talk more about that at another time. The linguistics, the nature of our galactic evolution. One more card. What is the solution? The revolution. Belief systems, Earth, in the present day. Right? There is a human tendency to cling to belief systems and rationalize them as facts without realizing that they are illusions. Without realizing that they are illusions. Without realizing that they're illusions. I can go louder. I don't need a mic. In fact, any construct of our minds, belief, thoughts, emotions is an illusion and not representative of our true nature as aware consciousness beyond the human experience. This is seen as a unique human trait, one that obstructs our growth at every turn. Take a look at your belief system and your view of the world. See them as constructs, programmed. You have been programmed. Of ego. Other people's ego. Wrapped with your own. Sold as your own. Rather than being universal truths. Only one truth exists, and that is you are pure consciousness. Everything else is an illusion. Belief systems are complex maps that we build within us that help us navigate our inner and outer worlds and create our view of reality. They are often formed unconsciously from early life experience or past lives, multidimensional layers be our lives. Remember, we got the veil of all of this kind of stuff, the subconscious, the unconscious, the personal unconscious, the family unconscious, the ethnic unconscious, the collective unconscious, the biological one too. You know what I mean? So they keep us feeling safe, but they also stop us from growing. Just like our human dictionary. Who the fuck said new words can't be created? On Earth at this point in time, there is a high degree of attachment to our belief systems, and this keeps us in opposition to each other, as in seen in religious, political, and social conflicts. Personally, our belief systems keep us stuck. They stop us from loving ourselves, from growing, from healing, and from moving toward unity consciousness. In this time of tremendous growth on Earth, it becomes essential to look within and identify these belief systems that keep you stuck, including those about ourselves and those about the world around us. If this card came up in your reading, you're being asked to look at the belief systems of those around you and how you are affected, influenced, and pressured, as well as your own belief systems, and how these things keep you stuck and possibly hurt, and how these possibly hurt those in your life. This quest is not a pleasant one, but it is an essential one, especially during these retrograde periods, to allow you to get into the alchemy of you so that you can continue to progress in your process. Right? Take a look at the surrounding cards to see if there's a clue as to which belief systems need exploring. If not, go on and treasure hunt deep inside yourself. What you will find can clearly serve you in your growth if you apply the lessons. Beautiful. Thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in with I on our own evolutionary, revolutionary high. I hope you enjoyed all of this at this time. Thank you for smurfing with me. You're totally dope. I do agree. Thank you so much for helping me reach over 500 subscribers. The goal now for me to go live is to reach 1,000 subs at this time, and I will go live. I will go live after I reach 1,000 subs as a celebratory. And then I was inspired by Tisa Tells because I actually happened to pop into her celebratory live of reaching over 100,000 subscribers, which is like totally dope and amazing. I was on the road and I happened to tap in, like I just went in and I wanted to see, because influencers be we, and we all help one another to a certain kind of degree. And she was cash apping people, right? So as a thank you and stuff, like she wants to buy people lunch, and I'm like, yo, that's what's up. That's what's up. So if I reach 1,000 subs, I'm gonna go live, and I'm also gonna cash out a gift of my own to a few subs at that time as well. If I go live, along with pulling cards live and answering questions live and doing that kind of stuff once I reach 1,000 subs. I've never done that before, but I think that's totally dope, and I thank her for that. Tisa Tells inspiration, right? She's like that gossip oracle. I have my own little, like, sometimes I watch certain things for different reasons, and I actually love her vibe, and she's really cute too. So that was pretty dope, and I thank her for that inspiration. So that is where that credit goes, because once I reach 1,000 subs and I do go live, I do want to cash out like some lunch for some of you guys, for helping me to reach 1,000 subs and for having that kind of love and connect and collective kind of dopeness. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. Whenever that occurs, like, right now I just reached over the 500 mark, and so 500 more to go. So once I do, I'm gonna go live and cash out some of you, so that's gonna be pretty dope too. So thank Tisa Tells for that inspiration, because I'm like, you know what, that should be a seed of motivation, right? Let me buy you guys some lunch for helping me reach that and being a supporter, and whatever. So that's pretty dope as fuck. So thank you so much. All right, thank you for tapping in, turning on, tuning in. I'm gonna upload this, right? Thank you for smurfing with me. Till next time, love and divine alchemy to each and every one of you. I use the description box as a personal, scripting diary. So if there is nothing in the description box when you come, always check back at the description boxes. Even when I write stuff in the description box, I always update it again and again and again and again. It is a writing tool for me, my friends. I'm sorry, writer be my scribe life. So yeah, so thank you so much, and until next time. Oh yeah, and the Cara Delevingne. So stay tuned for that, because I feel like I gotta say something about something or whatever the case may be. So we'll see. I don't even know what that means. Okay.